Yes, mama happy birthday, be manyasem kitwa. Moboso me no ekwawie ya nesa. Naturally say we are starting November in grand style. And also cry the Mondays no ever start first. Sa pepe naturally say atoaso akwa akosi. And then ye ba besua de ese ne ada ye no. Counselor ho ayefe. Lens model clothing for omo yade ankasa. Moto ombo ase no che omo ma gentleman no. Well look classic. He's a classic man. And yasem kitwa. Na ene ye baba beka types of men in relationships. Types of men in relationships. Ne chile se beba no ye wo mu ahodo. Uko epumu a se ye wo fish, ye wo apatre, ye wo kita school boys, ye wo police aba, ye wo amane, ye wo adwene ni nyina no ye fish but who say yes, different fishes. Be anu so different. Wo de ye nkwan a different fish be wo hwa ye de ye nkwan be fish be wo ho so ye mfa nya nkwan bi na counselor wo ye ntamidie wo be ma ye hummema no se ne omugumu ahodo ye ne wo motwempna no de ekoso enti kame ho na ye nsua de pepepe counselor
hello
why
watch me that links model
why fedodo
omo Madina
sure
omo no mane da TV no so besero wambo but ma nya hwe bi acho baba pon aboma me no omo anu madwudwa bi see
why ankasa sure I love your cufflinks and everything
thank you
why ankasa
thank you
okay it's any types of men
yeah
and we omo counselor different types of men na chira se mema na yewo mu ahodo ye omugu ahodo na nka me ho e de nka ye nyankopon obo Adam de na nka Adam genes na eno na chira se reproduction akosi ama ye nyina yaba enti difference ben pa ene wo counselor fayeko
all right so the edi kan bechia etiefo ahwefo adofo ene obia ayere no so besua de your program bi de on pa de sua members so maybe everybody is learning. Nobody is a perfect person.
True.
Think kakran near do. It's matters of the heart family. So, 4 p.m. matters of the heart family. O group no and a family no one. Besro kwasiada 4 p.m. Shiambo La Paz in New Market bra. Na be sua de. Na nyansa ebo kwan ma ne opeso sua de. All right. So and then ya pese kasafa emema dodo ene soronko yo a eda memem na nokura da won se minu abema na ka Adam asen Adam nyame de bo no wo bo no na ni fie ko kan de da nyame ambo Adam sa abofra and one money sa akokora e bo wo bo no ye bema okay so listen no ambo Adam sa abofra ono so ambo Adam sa akokora de mo bo no ye bema now to identify a man is not by stature to identify a man it's not by age. To be able to identify a man is about how mature they are. It can bema na bofra so yo ni kokora so yo ene nimfia we de ehia esa the year can say how mature does he sound how mature does he look how mature does he act the ye behwehwe bema ni ahwehwe bema wo sa ade yeyim na mame chire mu Bema bia ya bema na so nya bema bia na ya bema. And I want to repeat. Every man is a man, but not all men are men.
Okay.
Eti ye kan say wo ye wo ba ne dum pempen so a o twempena kwa awade mu. Pa che o twempena kwa awade mu a you want to meet a responsible person, right?
True.
You want to meet a man who is capable, not in terms of just money, but you to say emotionally he's prepared.
Yeah.
He's focused. Yeah. He's ready for this journey. Baby from 20 because I'm training because starting 19. You know, we don't encourage that though, but hey, so let's take it from 20. Or baby, at the age of 20, I copy him 30 years. So 10 years interval, you know. One new baby, I became Panano fee, no about 24, 25, 28, 30, 40, 40. Or say, when you was soon our dear, was soon panaching, we're doing pen swap, when you know, or you're responsible. But I want to tell everybody watching, especially the women, to understand that if you do a bear medi and chere was swan what the and branching. It is a upia bontin woba, na meme nyina se wope, na meme nyina so mupel, na bema bi so be catch us wopewa. You need to identify his class. In other words, it is not the looks we are just talking about, but how mature does he sound? How mature does he look? How mature does he talk?
Yeah.
Eti keeps complaining, saying that all men are same.
True.
But all men are not same. They become same to you because you couldn't take your time to verify who he was, who he is. What the other said when you eti me na me be say opa, we share DY don't cause DY don't we 28, 29. Wow. Why ready like wonyi? It also say be now 25, maybe what 30. Now me say opa wo peni susu say me mature.
Yeah.
So today we want to talk about different types of men.
Okay.
That women enter into a relationship with.
Yeah.
Eti ye kan ne ye ka say enye beema biara na ye beema. Beema ye beema.
Yeah.
It sounds so be beema.
Yeah.
So there are things I wrote here that I want us to follow. Number one, there are different types of men.
Okay.
That you must know. So number one, we are taking it. We have the boys, yet they are men.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, we have the boys, yet they are men. In other words, any position in the general war, what you say, but he has a boy attitude, a boy character, and a boy, mentality. A boy's emotional traits. See, the new man in the way, to say, why a man, but this is a boy. You understand?
Yes.
So,
Sir.
man in body, a boy in heart, a boy in mind. So, I wrote here, I said, types of men every woman meet in a relationship. Number one, a boy. A boy will always be a boy regardless of his age.
Okay.
So, like I said, the age does not change. So, he can even be 35, but he's a boy.
True.
So, I'm going to identify who a boy is. Then I said, growing up, listen, growing up and growing old is never the same. Growing up and growing old is never the same. And I will explain. Then I said, growing old is mandatory, whilst growing up is optional.
Okay.
So let me explain before I go deep. Meaning, I won't fear you. Be po me po. I did see this saying, if you don't do about becoming home. So it is mandatory. That is how God has created His world. That whether I like it or not, I am mandatory. Say I must grow old.
Yeah.
But growing up is not mandatory. You need to make up your mind that I want to grow up. So now growing up, we are not talking about stature and age. We are talking about growing to deal with the boilish in you. To say to yourself that I am growing old, but I will not just grow old by age and by stature, but also I need to grow old by mind. How I think and I perceive. Now, in your dealings with a boy, you struggle as a woman.
Okay.
A boy has a problem that anytime something happens between him and the fiancé, between him and the wife, the boy, first of all, will contact the mother. This is a boy. A boy. But a man in body.
Yeah.
So, you struggle a lot. You don't understand his behavior. Bibi kakrabia. Yeah. Hello, ma, at saying. Say, I'm in a yavala, Yakusia. Now, no, can't send me. Now, some no coming here. Ma, tie, ma. Boys are mommy boys. Boys will always call on mommy. But men, they don't do that. For a woman not to be frustrated, I am telling you that many of the people you call men are boys. A boy will first of all, anytime there is a challenge in your relationship, will call a friend. So, last week because it was oh yeah no my food be my job. Na na crowd the wire crowd me again I guess say the pejai no me boy.
Or had Jane do.
Or had Jane. Kasa chale me ni pa bro. Me praba ko chale I want to boys. Boys cannot deal with the weakness of their spouse. They tell friends. And friends are able to influence them.
Yeah.
By the advice they give them. Say, Jack, unimadi ebe hawa jano. Ebe hawa pie. A boy can easily be influenced emotionally. Men take their own decision and they are not influenced by outside force. So we are still talking about boy. And that is why I said a boy will always be a boy regardless of his age. Growing up is not the same as growing old.
True.
So these are boys. So we are still dealing with boys. I said, look, I said, the woman will do the thinking and making decisions. He will be more concerned about his mood of dressing than his character. A boy, when they are dating you, they look at you doing the thinking. The woman, you do a lot of thinking, trying to put him right. Do you know what a boy focuses on? After they say. So you see, when he gets money, he buys jeans, man, buys shirt, man. Then he looks good on the outward, but bad character. When you are a young, beautiful girl in shape, come on, you look nice, man. Now because you have boy. Man in stature, but boy in heart. Boy in mind. Boy in character. Boy in attitude.
Yeah.
Frustration will be a talent for you. So then I'm saying that a lot of girls are going through ordeals, predicaments, catastrophes. Things are wrong. It is not, they are not enjoying what they must enjoy because they are dealing with a boy.
Interesting.
When you are dealing with the boy, you struggle. When you are dealing with the boy, you are never happy, always in tears. When you are dealing with the boy, when you are explaining, they are also explaining. When you are dealing with the boy, for them to understand you, it's very hard. Why? Because growing old is mandatory, but growing up, it takes you to become you. Check out, you don't choose a boy, but you choose a man.
True.
Boy.
It's a counselor. Are we saying that anybody who runs to their mother, a man who runs to his mother for counsel, or who said they have a very good or cordial relationship, is a boy?
I want to say yes, and I'll explain why. There are things that happens between me and you that mature people will sit and talk about it, and there is no need for a third party to come in. Making calls every day to your mother tells me you are childish. That you are not ready to live your own life at your age. That at where you are now, your mother is still the one feeding you. Now you will fear na mama ya de aniaba. Will you will fear. When you in castle yare, when you join the sun fever and now appetite B on cash, and then suddenly your mother will bring food and go like, and then this week me know the aniaba me this year me bad wife. No, it is not accepted in our house because we are not boys. We are a man. I am a man. We are mature people. Okay. We don't take that. So any day, every day you are calling your mother to intervene in your affairs without solving your own problem, you are still a boy.
Okay.
Yeah, go so na.
Me patron.
Boy. A boy is easily intimidated by the woman's position. Boys. See, when you are dating a boy, you are a TV personality, he's intimidated. When you are dating a boy, you work with the bank, you work at the immigration, he's intimidated. Why? Because they feel insecure, insecurity. They think, where I am, where she is, I don't deserve. Am I sure? Out of the many men, even those who are rich, wouldn't choose to sell me. But a boy is also intimidated and every day intimidated by the position of a woman. Men are not intimidated. They are not even scared about your position. They face you squarely. They handle you. Now, while you're penny, you as a young lady, don't worry, or no, you won't plan, no, Jina, no, see, nothing, your beauty intimidating. Everything about the guy is right. This is a man. So, it is difficult to communicate with a boy. Like I said, since he usually think everything he's doing is right. But in your dealings with a boy, so when you are trying to advise him that, hey, sister, brother, boxer shorts, what's wrong? Because it is something that is trending.
Yeah.
I think that every week shall take a crap because we are nice, but Tifuana, not the buofu. Boys, in the sauce bubon, na kana ni buofu. Nimpabo anyefe na the buofu. Okay, actually, boys, I tell you, men found come bedroom. Now, if you say you can change it a little better, because I must have made a son. I'm living a simple life. Yeah. Simple life, but you can't shut at the time, boy. True. But when you are dealing with the man, we will get there. So, in your dealings with men as a woman, you need to make sure that you don't just look at stature, you don't just look at age, but you look at what comes out of the guy. You see a boy or what? Okay. So, number one, we are just talking about a man who functions like a boy. A boy. Number two, a man will be a man. Number two, the player.
Ronaldinho, Anna.
Yeah, Messi. A player.
Okay.
Listen, it is better to be single than to date a player.
Okay.
No matter how much effort you invest in a relationship with a player, it is mostly likely to end up in broken hearts. Player, why a bema, barakoi, why a masoso, mediagro. We be here moi, mempiami wanshim. Chemikoa, mehiabi, I am ko. Now, when you are dealing with a player, you must understand that the end result will be broken hearts. Why? Because they are indecisive and not organized. Players do not enter into a relationship with the mind and the notion that I am coming to stay. They only entered to satisfy their selfish interest, and then they walk out. And when a player enters into your life, women, listen, they act as if they are, but they are not. They pretend. And one of the things that will betray a player is his pretense. He faked tears. He faked stories. He tells you who. Listen, anytime a man tells you who he is not, he's a player. The day you find out he is not what he said, come in your sister, and your daughter say, that you are not safe. Players! So football players. Yeah. Born you do a grow park in the soil. You say go, yeah, you could feel down. Anytime, sir. That game is over and it's over. It is not in our heart. We focus on what is in our heart next. If you play a bad when we are, he doesn't focus on you. He focuses on what is ahead. Another person who is a target. You are not. And that is why most often they lose their focus, they lose their commitment, and they lose their communication most of the time.
Counselor, only me dream say it may be a sub-buying until we have this category of men called players. If we say it may be subain bi, you know, very disrespectful, some ebi munim kasa, obi wa yawo julo nyina wo mata yi ni ade ohwe na ehwe house na we de ni also obi wo ho oka aduane no wo ka all right, but oka na so obon kasa mu obon se no wajadi. Okay. Enti it makes the person stop from this person to the other person. Don't you think women are part of the reason some men are players? Na me ba cho brother ko say wo pen na ko expected or expect a perfect woman, a perfect lady, an angel from heaven. And I'm a busa krachi or your player. I was see what problem with a lot of women. And that is why he's jumping from one woman to the other. And busa is well, no, what he's saying. If you are not perfect, don't expect perfection from anybody. Counselor, me pacho, enye about perfection, but then it's about peace of mind. Say there was a long journey. Awadieno. Most often than not, you're looking out for something that you could actually bear with. Say,
there is nothing you can bear with in this world. Even your shoe, when you are wearing it, a meow, chill. In fact, me who will be on the shoe, the remuda. What do you rush you out on Sakam? Sometimes most of what I was said, I would know Nike or name meow. But since once I want to wear the shoe, I try as much as possible to endure the pain in my hand to be able to wear the shoe. So the shoe looks nice on my feet, but you don't know the pain I've gone through to wear the shoe. In other words, no human being is perfect. It doesn't matter who you encounter. The most prayerful woman still has a shortcoming. It is a player. Now me say the entire mama player and they say or baby, the qualities I am looking for, I am never getting. The problem has nothing to do with the women you are not getting the qualities from. The problem has to do with the player because most of the time, players are smart people. They are not straightforward. They are smart, selfish, and inconsiderate. They don't consider your emotions, whether you are getting hurt or not. They don't care. So even when you are hurt, very hurt, so hurt, they rather call you and console you and say, I don't know why I hurt. I hurt. Be our number. You mean do oye. You be a fine. That be na me say who. That be na me who. That be.
But your nyampa Friday.
Friday, my me you only akasa why. Be a fine. Why?
But
just relax. Me dey miss me. Na we pian beti koma beti apaya. O say the players be me tukwa. Jami no be so for players be ball. I mean who me. So you see players, they are so smart that they make it look as if you are. I am not saying all women are good.
Yeah.
I am not saying most women are good. I am not saying women are nice, but I'm saying that you can't walk around as a player and think that you can get a perfect woman because there is nothing like that.
Okay.
Obebu block you, obebu no obekon, obebu na no kra betraw, obebu asebe ebi entokwa anga issue, obebu kwa chiro di uja we yakwa ba na okwo no so woni weakness, ono so ni dia no it doesn't make her worse. It doesn't make her the weakest. It doesn't make her the ugliest. It makes her human. That is what weakness reveals.
Okay.
So I said, players or a player is smart, selfish, inconsiderate, and usually does not stay faithful to one woman. And most women fall for players because they appear attractive and presentable. Players have something extraordinary about them. They look catchy. They are talkable. They look edible. They sound good, convincing. That even when there are good people around, you overlook.
Like they are the perfect counterfeit. Just like the original, but they are not.
Thank you. And you know something about China things and original things? In fact, when you put it on the table at that moment, if you don't take care, you will never see the difference.
Yeah.
It's like counterfeit money and original. When you put original money and counterfeit money, sister, I just saw the quarter the machine as so much. But the machine will, just a matter of time, a machine or somebody will reveal the identity of the other
products.
So when somebody is a player, somebody is not original, is just opposite the original.
Yeah.
It is not easy to recognize them. And this is a player. So in the man thing we are looking at, apart from a boy, you are dealing with another guy who is a player. So they are all men who are marriageable, but we a player. What be so?
Hey boy.
Hey boy. Okay. So now we are dealing with the player. Now look at what I said. He can be rich by the player. He can be famous by the player. He can be tall and handsome by the player. He can be romantic, talented, good in bed, and possess all the qualities a woman wants in a guy, but the player. And most of it, players, they have the qualities you are looking for. That makes it hard for you to identify how bad they are. When you say what check, and you want fried rice from a restaurant.
Yeah.
Now check, you know, and the fried rice, but then you cannot compare a restaurant fried rice to check. The interference check, and they say mix and shut down faster by a year. Now, some of the men you are dating, they are check. They are not original fried rice from a good restaurant. And when you eat at the moment, you'll be satisfied by training suyum. The fear says all visiting nature school. I want to say,
can you turn a player to a good man?
Yes, you can. But you know the job, you know the work, you know the investment. I prefer you work out. It takes a lot of work to turn. Now, let me tell you something about a player. There's something about players. At a point in life when they are not getting old, but they are growing up. See, I spoke about getting old. Because getting old is mandatory. No, but when they are growing in their senses, they are growing to be mature at the point. A player decides that my be my bread. I want to settle. I stop. Players, they decide where they go and how they do it. And at that point, they change. Not because of you. They have decided to change. But for a woman to change a player, it takes a higher level of patience. Patient because then you can't endure. Because even when they say they have changed, most often at a time they still cheat and tell you, so you say married that. We say to be a bear. Yeah, we need them here. We say me jaw. Oh, una me pe wankasa tio. Now you are not sure because all can one be pe so you don't even know what he's telling the other women. Say or no. So I said he can be rich, famous, tall, handsome, romantic, talented, good in bed, no cry the kumano. And they can also have the qualities. Players, you're good.
Player be our my
Bacho. The reason why they are players is because they are players. And let me tell you something. Every player has a skill.
Yeah.
They are top players from one team to the other.
True.
They have a skill.
True.
Once they have experience, they know where to touch, what to do. Because they just know. An inbuilt talent.
I see.
Yeah. You don't know players. So let me say, he will sweep you off your feet at the beginning and make you believe you are the luckiest woman alive. So this is a player we are talking about. They make you feel good. He doesn't care to spend any amount on you just to take you to bed. And let's say the player can decide to date you 6 months, no sex. Will not talk about sex. Will not act funny. Keep spending. Empty young girl. What happened?
Tigo
Hebo. They make you feel so good and excited. And they take you to restaurant upon restaurant. And then when you are going $1,500, $200, my God. Oh, I send this guy there. So like, what a gentleman. For 2 months, only man is sexing that. Sister, and your phone Kasabian player and Kasabian. What to me for a player as a player, watch away. And remember, who fear and made these chaos. A player can invite you to their house and will not touch you, will not kiss you. They don't have time. If I would that first day, no touchable. He will not touch you to the extent that you come back home confused because it is not normal for you in your experiences that a man will not touch me. This guy is the definition of a gentleman. My God. So, Udufia say, Nane, I would say, so, like, where have you been all these years? So you are the guy I've been waiting for. Oh, my God. So, where were you? You are the prayer. You have been praying like, I get a woman like you.
You answered prayer.
God will bless you. Hey.
Yeah.
I said, why? I said, no, it's okay. It's okay. I won't say anything. I said, why are you shocked? I said, no, but only you're here.
Yeah. Are you sure this is real?
Are you okay?
I will pinch you.
Yes. I said, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Even if the woman, players, even if the woman, that the whole mistake.
Yeah.
Now, we force him to say, I was spending on you for 2 months, only money sex, and sometimes you one day be a crown, a bear man in your juma, or now 4 o'clock and tell you that a bear man. I know you teach to turn your way. What's I found in 13? I know about 9,000 Ghana.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Hey, you be on the acquaintance. And said the Bema Caribbean, tried one day, try no. For that one day, friends, how, and then they will push you quite so anyone. One crowd treatment was Nane, what's your problem? So no, please, touch me, I've missed you. So no, it's okay. No. I've told you I'll marry you. I don't want to touch you. Take your time. What's what you might on the dead? Oh God, merciful God, Lord God. Oh yeah, I know about suffer man here, Daddy. Messiah guy be bad, Daddy. Bumpire na guy no worry me. The guy fears God. A prayer tower, like he knows God. Like only the suffer cry very close. When you say Daddy, because that guy not funny son come. I was suffer to the cement that day amba. Also, wow, I told you take your time. God will give you somebody. That somebody is about to kill you, but your pastor doesn't even know, doesn't have a clue. One day after sex, when he doesn't respond again, you go like, what? Are you crazy? So this one, and then you wonder, what did I do at all? Prayers will leave you in an empty, vain glory, in an empty atmosphere.
Yeah.
They make you think you are a queen one day, and another day, they make you useless.
Let's move on.
They make you think less of yourself. This is a player. So a player doesn't care how much they spend on you. They will still strike where they want to play the game.
True. Awful.
Players. And another thing I love about player, A player's heart has no space for love.
Okay.
A player's heart has on shutdown, no single room, a space for love. He will marry a potential victim. Listen, he will marry a potential victim for selfish reason or benefit and continue his game right after marriage.
True.
So they meet you, are a potential wife. You have quality. You are a good woman, young lady. They take you and assume they are getting married to you. And then they drop you. So by the time you meet somebody genuine as a potential wife, as a good young girl, no, now you start doubting even the good people. True. Why? Because a player has messed up your heart. Yeah, so number 1, a boy. Number 2, a player. Number 3, a confused man. Yet a man. So these are different types of men women meet in their journey of searching until they marry.
A confused man.
A confused man. Yet a man.
Yeah.
The problem with a confused man is he doesn't know what he wants. He's a nice man to you. Very gentle, lovely, looking good, handsome, tall, thick, short. Everything you want. I mean, he has it. But we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. And look, a confused man can let you know all the women and still tell you that you are the one I like. He's waiting for one day that something will happen. And then you will make a choice out of the many.
Yeah.
When you are dealing with a confused man, soon it will jam. The woman does. In fact, a confused man is dangerous than the player. A player can just hit you and run, and you know that he's gone. A confused man can keep you 10 years and still confused, and then still be searching. So once you are there, after 4 years of dating, the man is still looking for another person. But I could swear the 1 year. After when you're 6 months there, but I could swear the 1 month. A confused man. The confused man does not just push you away. He keeps all of you. Why? Because he's not consistent. He's not committed and doesn't know what he wants. It was here to 10 and was swap to 10. Well, yeah, will be a sinner to 10 me my uncle at to 10 or 9 nice. And 9 is, I know, the 2 but the 9 F, but I'm pet to a but the 9 they attract you, no, I keep you. No, I share back only to cry, but no for number penal. Hey, obvious no, mean, I think so, no for. We share back was one mediane, but the Nimunya the fe. I say again, a serviceable. I mean, you're good. When I think this is the type I am looking for.
Yeah.
Watching player, confused man. No, I send Shiabako or no, Sikapa ban when you fe. I say, I needed the woman to support me. I needed the woman, I'm telling you. We're going to be pen, be a pen, one man, but if falling in Yam, or be our qualities, or be our the own pay, but don't job. Why are so confused at a point, open the Oscano, at a point, Nedoko, no Ababa, so open the Mediano. At any point in time, there is something he's looking for. And once you are the one to fix that thing he's looking for, he's in love. So dealing with the confused man is dangerous than the boy, a player.
Wow.
Now listen to me, please, I beg you. Because everyone will say, dealing with a confused man, a relationship is like a door. You are either in or out. So when you are dealing with a confused man, he's not in, he's not out. He's a confused man. I won't say you are sure. Are you looking for somebody? I said, oh, no, yes, I don't know. Well, no, don't know. You wonder what he has come to do in your life. It is sometimes one of us say, Kojo, you dated 6 years, 3 years, 4 years. Kojo, where is the relationship heading towards you? I said, I know what I'm doing. A confused man. Listen, I'm planning. A confused man. Listen.
Oh,
make you turn your money be good, madam, for be fee. But said that I'm in person be home. Be child surprise. After 4 years, we try to surprise. No, a confused man. The baby back home, mommy. So Tobo, God's time is the best. Confused. A confused man. A confused man can date you 10 years and still keep you 10 years. I will not tell you go. Confused. Because even after the 10 years, they still are not convinced that you are still good for them. So looking at the traits of a confused man, they are even dangerous than the player. People who think they are better, but they are worse than the people they are dating, are like a confused person. To ono de. Look, listen. A man in a peppy. Omo show quality na jinamina so yeah. But omo baby a ono ne spec qualities na open mu nyina mu ni. Na ushia confuse man obi say qualities be pa na open. Oh, so me pa oba tintin. So we nya tintin. So no me pa oba owa san meduane no na de do fususua. Na osan woto. Na nyame omo toys o. Nyame na e be for. No matter how beautiful a woman is, she cannot have everything you want as a man.
True.
To bet me she will be no what to come, but no fusa. Bet me she will no for come, but the to isa. Bet me she will be no what to sa no for no, but the nicer. Bet me she will be no one nine come, but the tusa or someone for. See, God in His own wisdom has made women in such a way that obi will be new way. Because all your perfect, sir, it doesn't work like that. And yes, our pride will kill you. But a confused man is never getting a good woman. A confused man is never satisfied with any woman. Why? Because the woman of her life never exists. Confused man. Confused men normally rush in love, but they cannot endure the love because of their ignorance. It's a confused man who shall be more precious. What have you do? What you show my boss or how I say, well, we have a call. Yeah, nice. Also, you now, we shall go for what do you think I was? As a kakamotu. I've only the bon command. I saw you interested. I saw you serious. On your original. See, this confused man. That papa no my way. I'm away. I'm what was it?
That's right.
Was your papa saying?
That's your yeah, mensa.
And let's just school board. Now, mammy.
Mammy, you queer about
confused man. Now, my
yes, sis.
What I happen, Yana?
I try.
Now, I know do it in a way.
Oh, US,
yes. Now, what's some yes song?
I try.
Oh, US.
I try.
Well, all right, maybe US.
Oh, yeah, medical doctor.
Confused men don't even know how to communicate. So what they do is that they be able to beside the same question. And then you go like, but so beside the same papa when my way. So, sir, me refuse because
memory now.
Chip no.
Nyadwuma.
Juma, but what teaching send be bree. Young kwan no bon kombo. No why so confused say on your shop in koma woni adwoa ama afia ne abenabo to be shia ya or so you careful and you one committee no confused man.
Some any kwan so oka.
Tewa otum ka say na say mo min kan kire so da bi o sa me say ma kan kire wo wabo bia ma ne ye deda. Be nipa ne ya wuti na ye ne say won so abo amane this a confused man.
Okay.
Ask the question, please.
Oh, Councilor Pacho, Ian Twaso.
Confused man. And then we have a good man. So we have a boy.
That's a final bit.
We have a boy in a man.
Yeah.
We have a player.
Yeah.
In a man.
Yeah.
We have a confused man. And then also we have a good man.
Yeah.
So let's learn something about the good man. It's what baby I encounter. Now what baby we are seeing the boy, the player, the confused man, the good man.
Any possible so say share omunyina.
And no share another school of thoughts. The truth is that it's highly possible that once upon a time you met a boy who is not organized.
True.
You met a player
who
is a womanizer and the confused man who never knew the choice of his life. And now, maybe if you are married, you have a good man.
Okay.
So it's possible to say Obano, wait to me agoni nyina. Possible to say ebi a ushia boy and pe. And I jump play and confused man. So it depends. But a man, when they start the journey of love, these are the people they meet.
Okay.
Let's look at the good man.
The good man.
A good man is the best gift any woman could have or could get. He's just a gift. When I'm no share be a se kotono. Wa no aduane no wondi eya wo ko serve na eya bukotoge kura waka me e kuro we Ghana wo ho ya yere no mu serve aduane as mema wo mu gina tin ya si table so say dwam as obebo dining table no obebo glass no e dwam no de si wo wo didi wi anu obefa no brom na wo nyame ya dum kura no obefa fine e bo so ya didi wi anu ya pejako. Let me tell you this. Krobiti said Nigeria, South Africa. I've been there before. When they are coming to serve their husbands, they kneel down. Do you know why they do that? It's a sign that I submit to you and I love you. you are the only man of my life. When in Nigeria, a woman, a typical mannered woman, wants to say, I love you, or God, I love you, my husband, they kneel to tell you, I love you. A chroma, you know, sir, I love you, why? Now, I love you, look like you're romantic. Baby, I love you, okay? Yeah. No. Let's learn how to do this. When you meet a good woman, I went to South Africa. A pastor's wife was coming to serve me. And now I confused you. Or confused. Or just to put the food on the table. Went to bring water. Still, she knelt. I was like, hey, what is this? After eating for her to come and take the bowls, That was like, hey, Ghana, Dendi. So a good man is a gift that every woman is dreaming of. Now listen, he is a grown up and a matured man, regardless of his age.
Okay.
He is done playing games. A good man is done playing games. Agrodi in you is serious and focused. No. Bossa shorts, green, red, black, or Debbie. Or shade bossa shorts. Some bossa shorts wear colors. You cry red, gold, green, colors. The JC pictures are bossa shorts.
Yeah.
Singlet as sing. No, a good man is done playing games. He's focused, very mature, and he's ready to commit to one woman.
Okay.
So a good man is ready to be faithful to a good woman. Now listen, he will be responsible, trustworthy, love you, and will always think about you. Because you become his concern. He will be sensitive to your needs and will listen to you when you are upset. So, Nana, why are you angry? What's your problem? What's your problem, Yanko? What's your problem? Are you serious? So, what's your problem?
Ehame.
How?
Makacho say enye na yemfa no man toto akwemba me kan ase won fi me.
Ni oma ben sa.
Makacho say edan na yesi a yensi na efa bibi.
Anything na 2 days so na me nkasa we mo na no. Wa to ne boya. Nya fa no we ti na 2 days we mo na we be here wa na waboda. A good man does not do that. He will adore you, support you, and bring out the best in you.
Yeah.
He will be consistent to his word, and his words match his actions. Good men don't make promises, they make commitments.
At your senses will be.
Good men, they don't make promises, they make commitments. They don't just say, I love you. And they don't just say, I want to marry you. They marry you so that you know that what they said, they've done it.
What they have said.
No, listen. Why? We see good men. Good men don't make promises. They make commitments.
They make commitments.
Yes. By looking at their commitment, you know that actually,
true. No two ways about that.
And yet you're kind. I love you. I doubt you. Time will tell. I want to know if you can go further.
Yeah.
I want to know your approach towards me. I want to know your action towards me. It defines the real truth you told me. Is it true? So we are talking about a good man.
Yeah.
So then we are saying that when you meet a good man as a woman, don't treat that good man bad.
Yeah.
Because then you can lose him by your attitude as a good man.
Yeah.
Then I will finish here. A good man becomes your best friend.
Yeah.
You're confident and will not just fight you without understanding him. He gives you the attention. He will focus on your future and will not complain about your past. So your weakness are your weakness too, but he doesn't focus on your weakness. He rather encourages you because of the bright future he sees ahead of you. These are good people. He's so concerned about you, concerned about your parents, concerned about your children, concerned about everything about you. These are good men. So what we are saying is that there are different kinds of men. So if every woman is going to scatter out, you are going to look for, you are going in search for Bema Wadeno. And now baby Wadeno, a baby Wabrabo Musisu from 20 to 50. Now we share a player, we share a boy, a confused man, and a good man. Thank you.
And counselor, aka ama yatiasie ebusuafo ene enyumre counselor amayehu opeku amayehu Samo amayehu adwene na fe so achim police ba kope enya asem keto de ya benkwa ejine mu hankasa eno so wamaye ehu na kire se emema no wo mugumu ahodo pepepe na counselor abobo so no a boy, a confused man, a player and a good man. It's so easy to find a good man. Me bompaye ma obi biara na nse nyanto bi so se rade ndomu na nya a good man. Se ne be ya bibia ebe koso pepepe e dia ma kan hunu se a two-way street. Inti e bia we obey before you're looking out for a good man. Make sure you're a good woman.
But Yami Aduma next week we'll do
that of the women as well. Inti me kinkai messages ni bi ebano na me ko Facebook me dinka ko Facebook na me dwane aba WhatsApp na fe ye hunde ekoso ankasa. Okay, Zipporah Oparibia says, good men, please, where are you? Utimi say enya sem ketwa boy confused ni players ni de wadimu akotene pa ewo mu ama yeboa says, wow, from this topic I have realized I have a good husband. Thank you, Lord. Yede nyankopon ase Nanefia Barbie says, counselor, you've said it all. I'm in the same situation. I'm in a relationship with this guy who cheated on me yesterday. I didn't catch him red-handed, but I saw broken condom in his bag. Nanefia nyabotre na broken condom there. Say just say bia catch them say why he scientific researcher who say on one kasane property there any nyabotre na bibia nkoso kama emfa emma. Okay, or say I think I'm dating a boy, a player and a confused man. Counselor, is it possible to have all three in one person? Or say, oh God, help me. Thanks for the message today, Counselor. God bless you. Valerie Agnes Esiedu. Counselor.
Meaning he's a boy?
Say a boy, a player, and a confused man.
Highly possible.
Can we have all three?
Yeah, you can have it.
In one person?
Yes, one person.
Wow. Okay, Gina, Watered Garden says 3 in 1. Sorry, okay. Emphats Adum Grace and Swaba. Or say a good man doesn't make promises, but they make commitments. The ball is in your court. Okay. Rich Rahel says, good men don't make promises, they make commitments. All right. Joshua Yelson says, wow, this is wisdom. Rosina Usu says, Papa, God bless you so much. Please, how can I know that this man is a good man or not? Okay. Naturally say characteristics na counselor. They are two mama and 9 no na wan kasa wato what tenase nyabotre na ni nyina pense mu check hwe nyabotre fantade ne hyehyɛ ne hwede ene no ebeye pe ankasa. Hambleton White says a good man. Emphas Grace comes through and says, counselor, what happened when a good man meets a lady player? Okay, let's just say, counselor, would you answer that?
Next week, I'm going to do the other side.
The other side, the types of women in relationships. Okay.
Yes.
Do Osborne says, please, counselor, why do you always support only ladies or women?
I've never done that.
Exactly.
Probably he doesn't watch me.
Exactly.
All the time. Yeah.
Okay. Message is not bana eba. I say, please. Okay. This a message I think I have read. There's another one coming through from Counselor Terry. Says, Counselor, I've realized I'm a good man. Okay, that's nice. Congratulations to you. Massey Freeman says, good men surprises the woman. Okay. Kwabna Marez says, best show. Yankopon Shirao. Mr. Odami says, the counselor is a genius. Okay. Newman Joshua says, wow, I missed tonight. Something here tonight. Okay. Nature said, don't worry. After everything, you could play it back and watch it. Pepe Pena Bibiako so kama Ede. Makujo says, I dated one Nigerian girl. She would never call me without adding, please. But I dated one Ghanaian girl called Equia Amane at Adabu Krum. She would never call your name and add, please. Every 1 minute, Biakwaku. Before we do no me pacho. No, please. Hey.
But nothingness.
Yeah.
When they are serving you, they take very good care of you.
They take very good care of you. Shemen Billy Wa says, counselor, God bless you so much. Abusia for naturally say your phone lines not to yen in komo pepe. Mamin Jane Embra WhatsApp and yes, WhatsApp for Bebome. I say, counselor, that's true. God bless you, man of God. Please, I'm in a relationship with this girl for 3 years now, and I'm planning on marrying her by next year, God willing. I've introduced her to my family, friends, and relatives. She also did the same, but the problem is with the father. He doesn't want to see me around the daughter just because I'm a young guy with my own car, and he thinks I'm a womanizer using my father's car to woo his daughter because at his time, he couldn't get what I have. Please, I need an advice. Thank you. Counselor.
So, I mean, you just have to prove to the father you are not.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all. Good evening, Nations Counselor. I am Salute Johnson. May God richly bless guys for the good job, you guys for the good job that you've been doing to make us discover dearies in relationships. I'm watching live from Kumasi, Nyankopon. Insha Esther from Kaswa says, I used to date a guy who tells me he really loves me, but refuses to tell me what's going on in his life because he thinks a relationship might not last long. Is he a player or a confused guy? Counselor.
This one is, we're a very confused guy.
Yeah.
He's not just committed.
Yeah.
He doesn't really know where this, he's not sure of himself. And he has reserved who he is, the real him, to himself.
Okay.
It's like I'm watching to see what will happen.
Okay. Yeah, well, your first caller, Ahomane. So, hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Midofo.
I'm so glad that I am on this station today.
It's an honor to have you too, my dear.
I
Bepachoka.
just have to go to Instagram right away to look for counselor's number.
Okay.
But I called and his line was off.
Okay.
I really wish to talk to counselor one-on-one.
Okay.
I'm pleading with him in the name of God to help me. I really have an issue.
Don't worry.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like the case, I'm with a good man.
Uh-huh.
But he just broke up with me just this Tuesday.
Yeah.
All because he said I've been lying to him for 10 times in our 3 years relationship.
Yeah.
And I really don't know what I've done wrong. Just recently this Monday, I wasn't feeling well. The whole of Monday,
Yeah.
I was in the house. A cousin of mine drove and came to pick me to her place.
Yeah.
So she explained her business. She's having a new business. She explained to me, and I introduced a friend who sold to her. So we have to go and see her.
Yeah.
So we drove in her car. After we came back and we parked right in front of my cousins, my guy called. And because I love this guy so much, I wouldn't even want to lose a sight of him, not even for a minute. I told my sister, by now, then I'm not home. Over. So I can't say me one chain, or best send me to fit. And I catch and say, me will feel. So I say, or try me cry, man, not knowing he's in my room.
Oh.
And me saying, I am with my, he called and was like, where are you being? So, and then I'm inside, no fear. He's like, no. I don't know where yes, sir, only fear. He hung up and later I called. And I think for the first time in our relationship, I have to let my mom come in.
Okay, sweetheart. Inti, right now you're making me understand. Say, ope counselor and moi, and now you want his advice as to how to get your man back.
I want his advice how to get my man back, and I really also want to see him one-on-one.
Inti, the me can actually want to what to fuka krebi and say sending a text message. Never would be a territory pepe. Na fa ene topic nso eka ho text message na ohun se wadaroma why
okay
okay
the number that I take from Instagram
yes yes please the 0244
024451
515544 yes please
okay
inti be pacha tie afutu a wo ma wadaroma
I think that on set, right, I will not advise give anything out because I need to sit her down for her to tell me and throw back what is it about? Maybe I repeatedly. Then if I'm able to understand her well, I can explain a few things well.
Okay, inti senia makacha no na why ne sa pepepe ede amame. Eya uba na wokana I didn't do anything. We have to be accountable for everything
That's
that
right.
we do.
That's
Can who say we bibi? Why?
Also accept my fault.
Thank you.
Okay, so you call me tomorrow by 9 a.m. and 9 a.m. we will talk.
No problem. I will.
All right.
Call you.
Nature say, yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you so much.
You're welcome. Good evening, Nations Counselor. God bless you for the beautiful show that you're doing. Okay, hi, I'm Richie. But sometimes if you're too good or good to a woman, they take you for granted. What do you have to say about this, Counselor?
I mean, if you are too good, a woman takes you for granted. She loses. You are not the one to lose.
Okay.
She is the one losing.
Okay.
You, the man, you are not losing.
Okay. From Mr. Kwame Nyameba Bempa Osei Shirie, spokesperson of COVID-19 National Trust Fund, to my daughter, Rachel Ekuya-Boatema Safo, level 200 student of KNUST, wishing her a happy birthday today. That is on the 27th of October. God continue to bless her with more years in good health and prosperity. This is one of the purest kind of love you could ever get. A father's love to his daughter is just the purest. And we any confused man asem, we any player asem, any boy asem. This is a good man to a wonderful daughter. Happy birthday and come out be Rachel. Ekuya-Boatema Safo Nyankopon Eshira wo ankasa. Okay, enti me befa your next caller ewo ahomane so. Hello? Yes, my dear. Medofo me pacho jina ye mame mete won ka pepepe den so dede na ewom na no doso me pacho obenya playback ni nyampa kwasiada anopa pa tututututututu na kire say repeat ni jira mu dendende nyankopon hira o medofo and that's it. Okay, messages na bana eba ewa ahase Kwabna Mahez says I'm a good man. Naturally senkofo no wo mo mugidi se omo ye mema nkasa no na omo ba omo hu dewuro afi so omo ba omo hu abaso. Afia Papa B says, "Wow, I now know I have a good boyfriend, but counselor, we've been dating for years and he hasn't asked to marry me. What shows that he's a good man?"
So you will define him. I don't know him. I'm not there.
Yes.
And you are telling me you now know you are dating a good man.
Yes,
and then you come back to ask us, so how would you know he's a good man?
I say he's not asked to marry me. Dia wo kan nyina odwen me ho, odwen me busuafo onya botre otie me. Dia bibia no oye no pepepe. On me weakness and fambo me tiri so, you know. But then the issue about commitment. Right now you said that.
Now let me tell you something about commitment that is so weird about men. When a man dates you for a long time and he hasn't proposed marriage, it means that he's still confused as a good man.
Ama free tema. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Medofo.
Me patrol, no problem kakra.
Me patrol intiem.
He's dating a Muslim guy.
Okay, Ama.
Na no eba back.
Okay.
Na oshe oba tisi no them I saw shop bag.
Sa pepepe.
So me wa me boa. Ba edua wa resem na. Me feel say e be only school settle. Me man pressure for 3 years.
Yeah.
The marriage is not coming.
True. Oba wade so ana akofa nsem bebre aba on.
I said no on bottle or one few bio.
On kasa on.
I am moto. Aha.
Mate, ama tie the counselor.
Confused man.
A confused man.
A confused.
Yeah. So
he's confused.
It's because of what you said.
I can be broke.
Yeah.
I can be broke. I mean, as a man.
Yeah.
I'm not poor.
Yeah.
But I can be broke. Be a human is kasem koyi.
Yeah.
But even in that atmosphere, say my broke or no.
Yeah.
I can still look at you and tell I love you. I'll marry you. Exercise patience for me. Trust me. So I go like the little I have. Can you support? Yanko ton tuma. The 20 Ghana. CAC scan mame and I'll keep it so that we can buy a ring. So my action in everything, my contribution tells you that many are blessing but when you're a confused man, he's not even making an attempt.
It's because you said a good man doesn't make promises but makes commitments.
Thank you.
Naturally, say nipa no oye ema hu so oye nti naturally say nipa na nka ho asem a
sika no dey be maokrase keep no oye adwuma no. Say no, only be. But Musumi bi o ma 22 o say yensiesie na eso 100 Ghana 200 dey ntontoma baako. Nana
Poko ewo ahomane so. Hello Medofo.
Hello mama.
Yes, me pacho yeti o wadaroma.
Amen.
Just a Uloa TV set and yes, I saw Pesa Oton in the Awadaroma and the bed day waha.
Hello.
Medofo.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay. And then the Nico, the Nico that is there. The Nico, nothing can say.
Yay, Medofo me pacho jina ye mame wate.
Hello.
Hello, me pacho yete wonka pepepe.
No, even by the name, yes, I said. I'm no, Hello. Hello.
Hello, Medofo me pacho yete o.
I think you're not a man. I think
Okay. Okay. Inti send your counselor kai no say next week Yampa Wadaroma ye treaty and no inti don't miss next week for nothing. Yampa first Wednesday in November. And Yasem Kitwa, we're talking women, different types of women in relationships. So you don't miss it. Victoria Buadu says, Valerie, you're looking beautiful. Tell counselor he's looking good and we love him so much. And we can't wait to see him on Friday at the Love Trip Talk Experience, Low Tax 2021. Hope to see you too, Val. Thank you so much, Mommy. God bless you. Naturally say, Enyasem Kitwa Nyampa Friday.
Yeah.
Sofo. Okay. Yeah, well, Obin so Ahomane so hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Medofo me pacho udi ni baby akase free.
Good afternoon, person. Friend me for Steve, because a free Germany Hamburg.
Me mame yetie o. Me mame the first nti yenko.
Me pacho yo, me dof me ba na ba so e ma pa mo ye.
Ye da si bebre.
I miss them bebre.
Amen.
So boa wo de boa ye. Na e man ya fa e mu bebre. The Catholic and I no pray. Obetimi akosia dia wo kan na.
Yeah.
Nke bebre se papa no ba na hu. Se papa na se nye papa.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. Yes, so yeah, bye bye. All the way from Germany. Natural sa wote ha na sa won hwe dia. Ne wala KANTANKA TV dia no mapa and ye de bro you see experience Africa. Na we dey outside Africa. Enya asem keto natural say omo nyina eka conversation ne ho na ayede. Mame ya says, good evening, counselor. Please advise me on this. I have this man and he's the good man counselor talked about, but he's an area guy. Counselor, I have dated 2 area guys, but it didn't work. I have met this guy and he has all the qualities of a good man, but I don't want to date an area guy again so I can get some respect. But I am afraid I might not meet such a good guy in my life again. If I break up with him. Counselor, please, what should I do?
Oh, yale.
Area guy.
Oh, yale. Oh, what date? I mean, this simple. What date area guy bako? Amfa. What be the area guy? Mienu. Mienu, yes, or you good guy. Yeah. He looks like a good guy.
Yeah.
And then you come back and say,
Otimi area.
Otimi area, and I don't want to date area guy. Yes, I will lose my respect.
Say, wait.
And the area will you seen, Papa. That means that she hasn't dated only one.
Or see 2. We're dating
2.
area.
Second 2. One in here, right? And I third one.
May I sure say number 3.
Number 3 no good. Look, everybody has a past.
Yeah. Even
if you started from Obuasi, Akosombo, Sunyane, Tamale, still there is a past. So what is it? Everybody has gone through number 1, number 2, number 3. Ebi kura kwa number 11.
Yeah.
But wade.
Yeah.
Ebi mwa wade.
Yeah.
Ebi sunya ebi. What's your problem? Area no does not limit your decision in terms of your choice. Please be yourself. Everybody has a pastor. Everybody has a pastor.
The area doesn't determine.
Everybody has a pastor.
Your future.
One thing tell when you got to be so you brasha. Menga say aranso. Also at tibiba. What's to be that?
So, Pepe. Okay, Mami, read the very last message. Then we take counselor's final words. Counselor, I have a problem, but I will call you on WhatsApp. Okay, Kwame, and also Edene Abba. Obisi Valerie, please, do you have a good man? Kwabna Mahez.
Yes.
Or say, Valerie, do you have a good man?
Yes.
Yes, we have a good man. Yes, I have a good man. Counselor, major final word.
My final word, and they say, Pacho Lens clothing.
Yeah.
Pacho Frewam.
Yeah.
Our Madina Lens clothing. Pacho, no man, yeah, the better screens you see are from no mon pama tadia come amount for wedding with engagement. Baby Abekubia 0244 515544 is my number. Lens clothing or Lens model and that's no 05420 23202. Omo man in the daso nti mi sira wo from mo pam me man yo ma kama fenom di ama nti me pa chaw me so no obetumi afrem 0244 515544 di me all the social media handles DY Donko nyame aduma kwasi that way a matters of the heart e free yan charge yan jiska e wodo relationship ni marriage wasem and am in the watch Sunday evening 4 p.m. I'm upon 6 p.m. free our La Paz New Market opposite the coastal. Thank you.
Matters of the heart, one big family, and yasem kitwa busuya kesiye kronkron de na chire se yenyina ya kabom se ne be ya ye de no ma betoto akwan vote my UMB Tertiary Award na chire se bibia nkoso my pepe best tertiary TV show na eno nso chese engina ho pabne emfa my enyasem kitwa na yen fambre fie pepepe follow steps no wa wani to your counseling time your boy home modern pa ankasa afei National Communications Awards na wa vote for Valerie code na 1879 as TV show host of the year female we there enye nchen kura ye diem star 820 star 2020 hash now the code na ka ho Valerie James and the ba no who say mia na kire say ye me ho adwuma number of times I will be vote bia yankopon be hira o na odo a obeda na di ede a kire me ene yesua de obi busa so Valerie you have a good man. Yes please, I have a good man. I have a good man. I have a very, very good man. Yankopon hira o say da ne dani na mukoso